Hello everyone in Living Waters Church. We want to just give a brief presentation of what we're doing out here in Bulgaria. I just want to say we've been married for 27 years, praise God. And 17 years ago we came to Bulgaria.
We are Craig and Milena Sipthorpe.
That's right, this is Milena
For
Sipthorpe.
those that don't know us.
This is actually Milena Sipthorpe. I didn't just hire her to do the video. So I came here 17 years ago. I was full of bright ideas on how to save the world, and they've been evolving over time. And now we find ourselves with a church, and you'll see a little bit of video footage of that we work on every Sunday and Wednesday. And we also have an involvement with Romi gypsies, and at the moment that involves every now and again, maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks, doing a kind of teaching leadership forum, really, where we just talk about Bible doctrine together, and we meet with probably 15 pastors, maybe 20 pastors from around the area, and that's really good, and we enjoy that. So that's where we're really at the moment. Let me hand over to Milena now.
I just want to say thank you so much for supporting us. It means a lot to us, and it means that there is someone somewhere that believes in us and believes in our vision and the ministry that we're doing in Bulgaria. And thank you for sticking with us, because it's not been easy scene. We've been doing the church for 10 years now. It will be next year, and we have grown and developed things, but not as much as we would have liked to have grown. And so we're just very, very grateful that you showing you appreciation by supporting us and praying for us and just caring for this ministry in this part of the world.
Yes, thank you very much. And our vision from the time we got married was to really go into all the world and preach the gospel. I think more than anything we wanted to see the kingdom of God advanced. And we started off in other churches in Plovdiv, and eventually when no one else, I remember one Sunday morning when nobody wanted to go to church anywhere, I thought, man, we probably need to start our own church here.
That wasn't the reason we started our church.
And we prayed about it as well. We've been running that now for, as Milan says, 10 years. It's been difficult. You imagine you start your own church and before long you're going to be like Hillsongs. In reality, that hasn't happened.
Yet.
Yeah. But every Sunday we dress up smarter than normal, and we run around and go down and we do the service. And to be honest, it's always a little bit scary, but at the end of it we're always thrilled that we did it, and whoever came along we've ministered to, and we keep doing that. So our primary thing that we do in building up God's kingdom is the local church. Just one local church. It's just one of many local churches in Plovdiv. But we really believe that God is working through the local church, and we love the local church, and it's really great.
When we had our vision to come to Bulgaria 17 years ago, we came here and we started praying for the country where we believe the Lord has sent us and what He wants us to do here. And we used to go up on top of a hill, not to take authority over principalities and powers, but just to see the area and have like a bird eye view and get a feel to the vision of the Lord's heart. And so when we were praying, the main thing that was coming to me very strongly was the Lord was saying, don't pray for revival. Revival is very easy to come, but pray for vessels that will be able to carry the revival when it comes to the end and not drop the revival, because we've seen revivals come and go, and almost like when a revival goes, it kind of reverses the good that is done. It kind of dwindles and it loses some of the effect. And we just felt that the Lord is saying, pray for vessels that will be able to carry that revival, and when it comes, because it is coming, the last days revival is going to be something amazing, a lot different than other revivals, and we believe that we are in last times, and so we didn't know we're praying in a sense against ourselves because we weren't the vessels then ready to carry that revival. So now we kind of believe that the Lord's been building us up and making us understand His heart, His vision, humility, loving the people the way they are, accepting them, and sticking up with them no matter what, and so on and so forth, just living the gospel rather than just preaching the gospel. And so we're seeing that there is a movement in Bulgaria, that something is happening. We believe that this is the year where the prayers that we've waited for so long to be answered will be answered, and we'll see the manifestation of our faith, what we're believing for. And we are seeing things changing in the just in the spirit of Bulgaria. So we just trying to run with this vision the Lord's given us.
Yeah. Milena said that, just made a comment last week, she said that she feels that there's a peace in the people now. Because people went through a terribly hard time after communism fell. And then in 2007 and 8, the crisis came, and that got really hard again. And they've been through quite a few crises. And we were out shopping the other day, and we just kind of felt there was a peace and a joy back in the people. But along with that, we really want to see people turn to Jesus and really see that materialism is just not the answer to happiness. And there's some good exciting things. Just in where our church is, there's another church right in the building next door. We didn't even realise they were there until we heard them singing the other day. And so just in the small area we are in, there's probably four churches. And in the whole of Plovdiv, on any one Sunday, there's probably 30 churches that all meet together. And
which is great.
Yeah. And really just moving on to some prayer points here. One, we really believe in real Christianity. Sunday is training for the week. It's not just go to church and be weird. We really want people to be, equipped to love people during the week, equipped not to lose their tempers during the week, equipped to be godly business people and godly people, during the week. And
victorious people, people that actually believe their prayers are answered, and they are answered, and they live a victorious life, and a happy life, joyful life, and not life of struggle and misery like everybody else. Yeah, so that's one prayer point. The other prayer point is just Milena's developing her artwork, and I've been in Living Waters Church quite a lot in the last year or so because I was doing civil engineering for Bristol Water. But now in the last since Christmas, I've been trying to develop a computer-aided design and drawing bureau from here in Bulgaria, and I've had some success at that. So praise the Lord, just pray that would increase, and that means I can stay here in Bulgaria, be in the church every Sunday, and not have to spend long times overseas, earning enough money to keep us here. Another thing we're really believing God for is a building. We've been renting up until now, and we would really like a building of our own. Not just for church, but we would like to use it as a community centre and a nursery and other things, but to have a place of our own. We have been sowing into that for over a period, maybe 2 years, when the Lord started talking to us about a new building. And so we've been sowing wherever the Lord directed us. We feel that the time has come where we just need to start looking around. So we have a few options that we looked into, and it's very exciting. We want to do like a kitchen for poor people, because there's still a lot of pensioners that are not homeless, but they are just on the line of poverty. And we want to develop various things of the thing. We want to use the building all the time. We want to rent it out for like a lecturing hall as well. We don't want this building to be empty and to wait for us to get a meeting in it. And so we've got that vision that it's developed over the time that the Lord's been talking to us about building.
Yeah. Another thing is, next year, Tim Grant, who he preached in Livermore's church once many years ago, but he comes to Bulgaria often. He's an evangelist with
He's got a heart for
bold vision, and next year he's planning to try and rent the amphitheatre. Which, you know,
he is renting it. He's actually booked it.
He's booking the amphitheatre, which is bold. I mean, it's a great big Roman amphitheatre, probably one of the best amphitheatres outside of Ephesus.
Yeah.
And he wants to fill it up and do a week of evangelism, and people could come over to Bulgaria and even be involved in that if you contacted Tim, and that's bold. Next year is 2019. Plovdiv is the European capital of culture.
Yeah.
And so Tim wants to do something along that. So just pray that all the churches get involved with that, because I was at a meeting with Tim the other day on the thing, and the other pastors in the city weren't overly enthusiastic about the whole thing. So we just really pray that everyone comes on board there. And one of my final points is this: we talked about peace, but also I want to talk about just prosperity. Pray for the government of Bulgaria. Traditionally, Balkan politics is extremely corrupt, and we just really... I saw a kind of a thing on the BBC News the other day, and it was saying that by 2030, the population of Bulgaria will be down to 5 million. Now at the moment it's about 7 million. Now that's not what we want to have. We want the population to go back up again. It was at one point about 8 or 9 million. So we really want to pray that that is reversed. We don't want to just see everyone in Bulgaria leave and go and live in London and come to England. We want to see the prosperity increase in Plovdiv and in the whole of Bulgaria, so people will come back, people will stay here, economy will grow, and it'll be a vibrant country all in its own right. So that's about it, really.
Thank you very much for all your support again, and thank you for being interested in the work in Bulgaria, and thank you for being partners together in this work, and just thank you.
Okay, that's bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.